this is unbelievable, loan officers, but it's a story as old as mortgage time. It's the concept of gratitude versus entitlement. You see, for the past 30 years, if there's one thing you can expect, it's the cycle of a mortgage company. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You know, a mortgage company starts with small roots, with an owner who had a dream and a couple of loan officers who were working with them. And they're all in this thing together, maybe a couple of partners, all for one and one for all. We can beat the world, but only if we do it together, you see. And that owner appreciated his loan officers. He was grateful for the team and what they provided. Those loan officers, well, they were golden. They were beyond reproach. But you see, then the company got bigger, and those loan officers kept closing those loans and recruiting even more loan officers, and the company got even bigger. You see, this cycle will generally go on for about a decade, but with each passing year as the company got a little bigger, that owner, in some cases, slightly at first, but moved steadily away from gratitude and began moving towards entitlement. At first, nobody noticed this. I swear this is always the case. The owner decided to go out and buy a gaudy new sports car. Now, when this happens, and I've seen this like a dozen times, you've got 5 good years left on the books with that company. Then the owner goes out there and buys a muscle car. Now you got 3 good years left. Then the owner decides to get a plane. Usually not a big one at first, maybe just like a Piper Saratoga or something like that. But then it got bigger, and his gratitude got weaker. And then the cosmetic surgery begins, and his entitlement grew. And then, generally speaking, he gets a gal on his arm. Y'all know how that one goes. And by this point, the owner is so far removed from the struggles of his loan officers that he may actually believe that buying that jet is going to inspire his loan officers, when for many, that's just not the case. Publicly calling your respected partner disparaging names is not a sign of strength, it's a sign of weakness. You see, when this happens, and it happens all the time, like a broken record, we have finally and officially jumped the shark, and that once sincere position of gratitude has become full-blown entitlement. Now, this, loan officers, is a cycle that's about as reliable as the coming of spring and the distant onset of summer. It's so common you probably think I'm talking about you or your company right now, but I'm not. And this is where it always goes sideways. I would urge those falling to the corruptions of ego to follow the lead of the great Stoic philosopher and Roman leader Marcus Aurelius when he said, "Do not be wise in words, be wise in deeds." When he says everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact, everything we see is just perspective and not the truth. Those are the actions of an entitled person, and entitlement, my friends, is ugly. Ego, when unchecked, is a stain, and put together doesn't make a true leader. If anything, they make a fallen leader. A usurper of that mortgage company, if you will. Sadly, this is an easy destination for people to get to when they're ungrateful. Yet as this predictable story goes, so does the company. I'm not saying they'll die, but maybe fade. Just like our days. Loan officers become wise to what they see and what they can do, and management becomes deaf to those whispers that we all can hear. And nothing changes this course, because at this point, I'm the one who's accomplished everything. I'm the smartest one in the room. Hell, I'm the only smart one in the room.
I am the one who knocks.
And I don't need anything but my bloated sense of self-worth to balloon me over the horizons and continue succeeding. And this is how it goes. This is how it's always gone in the mortgage business. I hope it helps. Now listen, let me know what you think about our show today. I know I'm going to have some detractors, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. I'd love to hear it.